Good morning, all. We're going to start it out proving to each other how happy we really are. So join us in our first song. Hello, world, hear the song that we're singing. We are so happy.
Good morning, everyone. It's so good to see you all this morning. I brought a wisdom that I found at my local thrift store, and I just had to buy it. It says, "A friend is someone who understands your past, believes in the future, and accepts you today just the way you are." I just love that. Imagine saying that to yourself. I'm going to read it one more time. A friend is someone who understands your past, believes in the future, and accepts you today just the way you are. I grew up Catholic, and the Catholics don't mind talking about sin. But I do think there's a value in having self-awareness of all of our egoic parts and how some of those parts keep us very separated from realizing our light. Would you say that's true? So the Catholics would, and other Christian religions do, would call them the 7 deadly sins. They would identify them as pride, greed, wrath, envy, lust, gluttony, and sloth. I'm like, well, I pretty much know about pride and greed and some of these, so just let's think about that. When our egoic parts are in a state of pride, does that indeed keep us separated from our light? I know more than you know. Or, I'm in a place of arrogance. I'd say it does. How about greed? I need more. I want. How about wrath? Well, on one hand, anger, psychologists tells us, is a mature emotion to have. It's there for a purpose. However, revenge is another story. Wrath. Revenge just gets you right in your solar plexus, and it kind of twists. It's twisted anger. Envy. Oh, I want what they have, and I wish they didn't have that. I can't honor their amazingness because I wish I had what they had. That's going to keep us from the light as well. Lust is another way of talking about wanting. Gluttony, it sounds like it's similar to me. It's wanting more than you need. And sloth apparently is a sin of omission, where one does not believe in the grace of God and lives in a place of passivity or they don't really believe that the universe will provide, and that they have a part in going out and getting it as well. So why do I talk about sin at Unity? Because we have this lovely 5 principles, and last week we talked about the principle of I create my experiences by what I choose to think and what I feel and believe. Well, in order to choose to think anything, we have to see the shadow in the first place. Oh, my daughter arrived. Hello. We have to be brave enough to see our shadow side. We have to be brave enough to see, oh, there's that envy, or, oh, there's that little bit of wrath I'd like to wreak havoc on someone else. And that's hard to accept when you see that in yourself. And how do we make friends with those parts when we see those things in ourselves? Would the great divinity and power that we sometimes refer to as many things, God, would God accept those parts? So we would say, yes, of course. So can we do that for ourselves and have compassion for those small parts that make mistakes for some period of time, are stuck in some, as in AA they would call it, stinking thinking. And on Monday evenings, we'd been studying Locke Kelly's work, Effortless Mindfulness. And he would say, he would help us move into a place of expanded awareness and consciousness and welcome all those parts. I am aware of anger, and anger is welcome. But from a place of expanded awake awareness. So, with that, stay tuned for later on in our service when we will focus on our 4th principle, which is through affirmative prayer and meditation. Through affirmative prayer and meditation, I connect with God and bring out the good in my life. So we'll be talking about that in a little bit. But my time's up for the welcome, so let's move on. Okay. So at Unity, we have our vision. So please, let's say together our vision. A spiritually awakened world, united in love, empowered in truth, and alive with infinite possibilities. And our mission: awakening divine potential in all through love, learning, prayer, and positive living. And our values: acceptance, compassion, connection, diversity, love, peace, prosperity, and spiritual growth. And we celebrate our children by saying together, Unity of Appleton sees the divinity in all children and nurtures their unfolding spirituality. And here we are with our 5 principles. And so let's say together number 4. Through affirmative prayer and meditation, I connect with God and bring out the good in my life. So I'm going to impose a little bit longer with you. How do you pray and how do you meditate? And do you have a daily practice? Because that step number 3, that's hard work. And we all need the help of number 4 on a regular basis. Well, you know Jim Carrey, the comedian, who envisioned when he was a young man that he'd make $1 million by a certain time, and he did. And he's gone on to be quite he's grown spiritually, let's just say that. And so he studied with Eckhart Tolle. And after knowing Eckhart Tolle for a while and studying the books, I woke up and suddenly got it. I understood suddenly how thought is just illusory thought. The envy, the anger, all that stuff. And that thought is responsible for most, if not all, of the suffering we experience. And then I suddenly felt like I was looking at thoughts from another perspective. And I wondered, who is it that is aware that I am thinking? And suddenly I was thrown into this expansive, amazing feeling of freedom from myself, from my problems. I saw that I am bigger than what I do, bigger than my body. I am everything and everyone. I am no longer a fragment of the universe. I am the universe. And he goes on to say, I used to be a guy who was experiencing the world, and now I feel like the world and universe experiencing a guy. So there's been a shift. Okay, thank you. And on with our daily word. And this is really in line with what we're talking about. All people are worthy as children of God. It can be easy to look at others and see differences, the things that tend to keep us separate. I may even make judgments about their worthiness, but each person is so much more than their appearance, habits, and histories. Today I commit to treating others as I would want them to treat me, as the divine beings they are. I will look beyond appearances, put aside any judgments, and open my heart to others. I will treat all others as individuations of the divine and be loved members of the human family. As I do this, I feel differences and separation fall away. I behold our similarities and feel a new kind of kinship, one born of respect and acceptance. All people are one in God, and each is worthy of inclusion and belonging. And from Romans, it is that very Spirit bearing witness with our spirit that we are children of God. So let's say together, worthy. All people are worthy as children of God.
never been lifted before. So keep it up, it's my desire, and I'll be at your side forevermore. It's lifting us higher than we've ever been lifted before. So keep it up, it's my desire, and I'll be at your side forevermore.
So as you know, we've mentioned this before, sometimes we know what the topic is going to be, sometimes we don't. And one of the reasons why our band is named Synchronicity, as we all know, is lots of times everything that's talked about on a Sunday just stacks up. And listening to what Linda talked about this morning, and then the song that we just sang, and those lyrics, and then Reverend Palmer Cardoza's message of tapping into the energy of God, it just kind of gives me goosebumps, because it's all just like bam, bam, bam. So we are delighted to have our minister of record via Zoom this morning. Thank you to the IT team, because we had some connectivity issues this morning, and they worked it out with the magic that they do, so that we can see her as well as hear her this morning. So please welcome Reverend Marylou Palmer Cardoza.
Okay. Oh, good. Thank you, because I didn't know you. Thank you. Let's get started. Good morning, beautiful people. There isn't anything that could keep me away from you except my unwillingness to hear the cue that was mine to get. So that's what happens, is sometimes we just miss the cues. So today my talk is based on an affirmation from Charles Fillmore. He said it this way: I fairly sizzle with zeal and enthusiasm for what is mine to do today. In a recent Daily Word, they changed that language just a bit to say, I am energetic and enlivened to do what is mine to do today. The truth is, sometimes we do not feel that zeal and enthusiasm for what's ours to do. And in these times of change that's so fast-paced, the chaos that feels borderline insane, could I say? Trying to figure out what's mine to do, that's sometimes hard for me to figure out. And how do we really find the energy to get to this practice of spiritual consciousness? So I'm going to invite you to join me in a game called Looking for the Good. My friend Patricia Wagner has it on her website, and I'm going to send you the link for it. But this is my take on this practice of looking for the good. Today's power for this month is about zeal. It's the attitude of entheos. It's a Greek term that talks about this God energy, that it is the God energy within us, the life, the love, the power, the presence, the activity that is already in us, and we can call upon it in every circumstance. But sometimes we just miss the cues. Sometimes we keep looking at things and not understanding what's going on. We think that we're ready, but we don't know that we're ready. So, what is ours to do? Truly, what is ours to do? We have a meme that says, be the change you want to see in the world. Be the light. Be the love. Live love out loud, even when it's hard. Well, let me just tell you, it's pretty darn hard right now because we're missing the cues. We have to figure out how to release the fear and the worry and the doubt and the debts and forgive, give forth love instead. We have to get so in line with our understanding of God that we release the little mistakes and errors in consciousness and give forth love instead. How do we do this? Well, it's part of this game of looking for the good. This week I was doing a Course in Miracles lesson, and it said, see a forgiven world, and then begin your practice. And I'm like, see a forgiven world? That everything is unfolding in divine right order, just as it should, because there's no way we're going to get from where we are to where we want to be unless we understand that the world is forgiven. The world of light and love, of truth, of power is here already. And so the game is, how are we going to find that? How are we going to live the love that we know we are, and yet when every indication is that other people aren't seeing that with us and for us, that other people are playing different games, and it's like a struggle. And it's easy to get caught up in the world of judgments and error counting, of bean counting and forgetting what the truth is. So we have to start by seeing a forgiven world and then recognize that every single thing we see, everything we judge, everything we'd like to have different isn't an out there kind of thing, because we're the ones that are seeing those things that we'd like to change. We're the ones that are engaging in this. And so we have to reframe our experience and take not only away the blame and the shame and the judgments of over there, but to take responsibility, which means take on our ability to respond and choose once again to respond in alignment with our inside out experience. So we have to play the game of looking for the good in this so that we can shift our experience into greater and greater demonstration of that good. So what is really mine to do today? It's to love as God loves, to love with an everlasting love. And when I fall short of that, you pick yourself up, you give yourself a hug, and you restore the intention of living love again and demonstrating what love would do in this situation. Pretend that everything is already forgiven and that nothing is happening out there, but it's all that inward stuff going on here where I have to learn how to take responsibility for that stinking thinking, for that trauma and drama, and recognize that if I am an embodiment of God, that I am worthy to demonstrate this. And even if I just demonstrate it in this moment and in that moment or in that moment, but not in the others, I've made progress. And that's what's mine to do today, is to make progress in applying that and forgiving the chaos that we see and go, gosh, this is pretty chaotic, but I know there is good in here somewhere. So I'm going to start aligning with the good that I'm seeking out there and start demonstrating that good in here. Jesus said that we are to love our enemies and pray for them. What does that mean? Well, it's aligning with the light and love of God that we know and praying, healing for our sight, for their sight, so that we all can come to more fully experience and express the divine. Charles Fillmore talked about this as a mental treatment. And he said that this was a mental treatment. Our co-founder of Unity said that a mental treatment guaranteed to cure every ill of the flesh that it's heir to is to sit for 30 minutes at night and mentally forgive everyone whom you have any ill will or apathy about. As in, I don't really care about them. Forgive. Spend time doing forgiveness work, to look for the good in them, to look for the good in us, to look for the good in demonstrating. Because what we focus on, we see. Everything I look for, I will see. Everything. If I'm looking for an awful, terrible experience, gosh darn it, I can have one of those just easy. Or if I want to look for the good in the midst of this, I can look for the good in that too. Before I came on, we were having technical difficulties. I'm looking for the good. I'm holding the high watch that everything can unfold in divine order. That text message, I'm looking for the good, because in that, even if it isn't what I want it to be, or even what I would prefer it to be, I get a choice. I get to take ownership of my ability to respond, to allow it to be good, to allow the good to unfold in and through my life. Unless, of course, I have other plans. And the challenge is I can get so caught up in the other plans that I forget my game. I forget that my job as an extension of God self in this moment is to demonstrate my highest and best. It is a worthy practice of looking for the good, of claiming that good is already happening and taking ownership for the part that I'm playing for this process. So that's what I really think is ours to do today, is that no, we're probably not going to change what's happening in Washington. We're probably not going to change what's happening in the East Coast with that chaotic storm that they can't even figure out where it's going to hit and what it's going to happen. But my job is to trust the process is unfolding. The only way we're going to get from A to B or A to Z is to go through whatever it is that's showing up, taking responsibility for claiming that good is alive in us, and spending the time to do the work. Eckhart Tolle once said that the second coming of Christ is the transformation of human consciousness, a shift from time to presence, to being the presence, not demonstrating it on the outside, but demonstrating it on the inside, to being that good, to being that light, to being that. One of my friends talks about this as when she has really in a forgiveness mode, that she found that the weight of the world was lifted off of her. And instead of thinking the thoughts, she, like Jim Carrey says, I now am the truth in my world. I am the divine presence in my world. I am aligned with divine life. I am here. I am now. And there's no separation. So this game of looking for the good in the midst of this, of blessing what we see and asking for the healing to take place in our lives, is a transformative experience that transforms an outside-in experience to the power and the zeal of aligning with God consciousness in and through us now. And in that vision, in that mode, we are energetic and enlivened to do what is ours to do, to see the good, to claim the good, to be part of the good unfolding. Now, most people, or some people, or maybe a few people, when they hear this, they think, boy, that Unity girl is so crazy. Why is she doing this? That ain't ever going to happen. Well, it isn't going to happen for them because they decide it's not going to happen. But I can tell you, after 40 years, oh my God, 40 years of doing this practice, I do feel connected with the people who are tearing things down. I can at least listen and hear what's going on for them. And I can give them empathy. I can give them understanding. I can stay present. I don't really like the things that are happening, but I can stay present to it in a way that my blissness level couldn't do it. Because now I'm moving beyond just, I'm looking for the good, and I refuse to see anything else that's not the good. Now, instead, I am taking responsibility to see a forgiven world. And that anything and everything I look upon, if it isn't shining with light and love or God, it's my thoughts that are creating my response. And when I take responsibility for that and shift the responsibility for my peace and my joy and my light and my love to an inside out experience, I am transformed. And I bet that you are transformed because I know you. I know a lot of you for over 10 years. I've seen the growth in you. I've seen the demonstration of light in you. I see that, and I know that despite any appearances to the contrary, despite what data we might be looking at, things are looking up. Even Tom will tell you that the financial resources of our community are stronger and higher because we've been looking at the good and finding it, because that's what this does. It takes, I am responsible for the world I see. And this is the truth for you as well. So our challenge today is to know that I am enlivened, not separated at all from God. I am living a demonstration of what is mine to do today. And wherever you are on your spiritual path, whether this seems like I am just talking bliss ninny stuff, or if you're able to hear Linda and share what she was taking of this, or you might be able to see it in what I'm talking about. All of this is going to work together so that this day you will have a different experience because you've heard this. Keep coming back because it works when you work it. So I'm going to invite you to shift our energies just a moment and allow us to join together in salvation's prayer, that we are here to join together in saving the world. And so we close our eyes to outward things and we breathe into this moment. We look for the good happening now. And we feel that power and that presence of all that is moving in and through this community. Father, Mother God, we see you standing before us, standing behind us, beside us, in the very place that I see myself and everywhere I go. So take a moment and just breathe into that awareness that we are surrounded and enfolded in the light and love of God. You are in the things that I look upon, the sounds I hear, for every hand that reaches out for my own. In you, time disappears and place becomes a meaningless belief. There is nothing that does not share this love and light. There is no source but this wholeness. We come to you to be at peace, surrounding me all the life that God created in his love. It calls to me in every heartbeat. This life and love and light of God is in every breath, in every action, in every thought. When I feel this depth of connection in my heart mind, I feel it in my body. That now my mind is healed. And all that I need to save the world is given me. Each heartbeat brings me peace. Each breath infuses me with strength. I am a messenger of God. I am directed by his inner voice within me, sustained by love and held quiet and at peace within God's loving arms. Let this heartbeat call his name. Let everyone answer with her voice, assuring us all that we are home in God. Mother, Father, God, let me attend your answer, not my own. Let me not be your critic today and judge against you. Let me not attempt to interfere and distort this world into sickly forms. In love we are created, and in love we will remain forever. Let not our sight be blasphemous today. Let not our ears attend to lying tongues. Only reality is free of pain. Only reality is free of loss. Only reality is wholly safe. And it is in this only that we seek today. So breathe it in, breathe it out. Trust the process is at work in and through us now, and that we are here to see the good, to be the change, to be that light, to live life from the inside out. Breathing it in, breathing it out, we allow it to be, and so it shall be. Amen. And now I'm going to turn our attention back to Linda as she leads us further into today's contemplation.
Taking this moment to appreciate the awe of synchronicity of Spirit speaking to us through all of us here this morning. I'll lead us through our prayer for well-being. We enter into a time of communal prayer. Please bring to mind a person or persons or situation, and now connect your flow of divine energy to their divine reality. Softly or silently say the person's name or circumstance right now, either in your minds or out loud softly. See them as Spirit sees them, whole, perfect, healthy, and free. Affirm that the inner perfect radiance of the divine is at the heart of all there is for everybody and everything. We center our attention on Spirit's eternal presence within and draw upon this awareness. So we affirm all good, all wholeness, all health and abundance that exists forever within each of us, regardless of current situations. Even in the midst of challenges, we know in our hearts all is well. Because we live and move in the infinite truth of love, nothing separates us from this truth. We are one in it, and our well-being is guaranteed by it. We rest forever in love's presence. And so it is. Amen. And we move into our affirmation and our offering of prosperity. This is the time when those of us who feel Unity of Appleton is our spiritual home practice putting Spirit first in our financial life. This practice prospers the spiritual community we love and supports our own spiritual growth and prosperity. Please give whatever amount Spirit guides you to give, whether it is in person or electronically. Whatever that amount is, take that gift into your heart and bless it with your love. Feel free to bless the plate as it passes by. Let yourself feel grateful to God in you as your one source. Then please join in our affirmation of prosperity together. Let's say, Unity of Appleton is alive with the energy of Spirit in the flow of divine abundance and radiant with unlimited possibilities. And our celebration of giving and receiving, let's say together, divine love in and through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I joyfully give and willingly receive. I give in love, and I trust God as my source.
Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road, and although this way's been stringing us along, just know you're not alone. I'm gonna make this place your home. Settle down, it'll all be clear. Just know you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna make this place your home.
Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, people. Thank you for sharing in the harmonic vibration of love here this morning, the synchronicity of messages of love and spirit. We are all blessed. Thank you. Okay, on to announcements. So we've had a monthly gain in our income this month. This is good.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, people. Thank you, Spirit. $3,458.56. Thank you. I think, and I really want to thank Carrie, too, for all your work in helping to get our upstairs rented. Yeah.
We have 3 tenants. They all are in the healing arts, massage and everything like that. One of them focuses on massage for people who are grieving. So it would be great if you would partake of any of their services to support them as well as you can.
Thank you. I had the idea that we would harvest the kale out in the garden and also the squash too. And before the Wednesday afternoon book group, which starts at 1 on Wednesday, we would just see how easy it is to make soup. Fast and easy. And then sit around together and nourish ourselves. So first we'll nourish with the soup, the body, and the soul, and then at 1 o'clock we'll have the spiritual group. So if you do think you might like to come, please sign up, just so I get a general idea. And if you don't like kale, there will be squash soup too. But I tell you, that kale soup, it is good. It doesn't taste like kale. It's creamy, it's balanced, it's not bitter. Okay, enough. After enjoying your lovely kale soup this afternoon, is Deb's spiritual discussion group. The booklet is Healing 1,000 Different Ways, and it shares a broad scope of healing principles and how they can serve you. Feeling creative, want to hang out with some cool friends. Join Karen, Sophie, this Thursday at 1 o'clock to make and decorate affirmation cards. Okay. Help folks stay warm this winter. We are looking for donations of children's winter coats along with warm socks and gloves. Next Sunday is the last day to bring your contributions. So I saw Kay bringing in some coats. She went shopping at Costco, so they look cozy. Ongoing book studies at Unity of Appleton. Monday evenings, You Are the Happiness You Seek. Fridays, 1 to 2:30, Happier Than God. And Sunday, at 11:30, Messages of the Monarch. Yoga Nidra and Vibrational Sound Bath, crystal bowls, chimes, and drum. Join us for an hour of guided relaxation, peace, and deep rest. Let the narrative and sounds create an environment of bliss to rest and restore the body and mind. So bring things like mats and pillows and blankets and eye masks, or chairs are available too. So that's this Tuesday, next week, the 21st, 6:30. $15 only. Costume parade and contest. October 26th. That's when is that? Is that next? No, 2 weeks. Okay.
2 weeks.
Begins at 11:15 in the cafe. Separate adult and children's contest and prizes. Okay. Last year I dressed up like a hippie, like Lily Tomlin.
You're in next week's slide. Yep. Your picture's in next
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to come up with a new costume. Any other announcements? Okay. So if you like to stand, otherwise feel free to remain sitting. And let's say our prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Before we get started, we have a new song for you today, and it's all Deb Walker's fault. So, I don't know, a while ago, we were talking after the service, and there's something about this song and songs or whatever, we were talking about it being a beautiful sunshiny day, and we both looked at each other, and I went, oh, she went, that would be a great song, and I'm like, that would be a great song. So here it is.
I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see no obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's going to be a bright, sunshiny day. It's going to be a bright, sunshiny day. I think I can make it now, the pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is that rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Look all around, there's nothing but blue sky. look straight ahead, there's nothing but blue I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see no obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Should have been.